So upon further inspection, we can see that this Packers player is not only wearing one of those ridiculous pillow helmets, but he also is purposely mishandling this ball. He's not recovering the ball on purpose, basically. I mean, look at the way he's clapped his hands together and then lets go of the ball and then sticks it between his legs. Like, what are you doing? Welcome back, disgruntled sports fans. Another week, another scripted top 10. We're gonna start the list in Denver, where the Jags are giving the Broncos all they can handle and more. Big sister Trevor Lawrence fires this ball to his man, and this Denver defender looks like he's coming in for a big hit. Whew. But instead, it's a big whiff. Now pay attention to the next Denver defender. He's about to make the worst tackle attempt in this entire video. No joke. I mean, seriously. Who can defend this crap? And he could go all the way. Oh, he makes another defender fall down. Wow. But to his credit, this defender gets up, sticks with the play, and runs over and makes the tackle. Great job. And we're just getting started. So now we take the list to Seattle, where Samantha Darnold is going to give an early Christmas gift to the Rams in the form of a purposely thrown pick. Now, as you can see, Samantha is staring directly at this lineman, number 91, who just so happens to have dropped back in coverage rather than rush the quarterback. And Samantha, of course, throws it right to that lineman. Yeah, he didn't see that 300-pound man standing right there. That was an accident, right? And who was his intended target? This receiver way back here, who wasn't open at all, yeah, that guy was his intended target, apparently. So the Rams fail to capitalize on that turnover, and then they have to punt the ball back to Seattle. And this is where the momentum swings in this game. The fake phony momentum, that is. So on this punt return, you'll see this returner make all of the Rams who try and tackle him look silly. So the first two guys right here, you would think that between these two guys, they could bring the returner down and stop this play dead in its tracks. Well, you would be wrong. Because the first guy comes up and automatically whiffs. And the guy right here, he doesn't even go for a tackle attempt. He's just going to watch the returner on the entire play, I swear. So this next Rams player come running up. He goes for the old arm swipe and miss. And then there's a third dude running up over here. He whiffs as well. Now you got one last player to beat. Oh, he's too far away to even make a tackle attempt. But he is close enough to get a real good look at the Seahawks player's ass as he scores. See how he's bending over and getting a real good look? So now we take the list back to Denver, where Bosef Nix is having a hard time with these Jaguars. And on this play, Bosef has great blocking. He's got tons of time in the pocket. And Bosef delivers this ball to a guy who is covered like a blanket. As you can see, yeah, there's a Jaguar standing right in front of his receiver. But I guess Bosef doesn't see that guy. And the ball goes right to that Jaguars player, who I'm assuming Bosef didn't see. Now, I know people in the comments section are going to be like, his name is not Bosef. I know that. His full name is actually Botholomew, and they call him Bo for short. So earlier in the same game, Bo and his running back have a botched handoff, and it's really quite ridiculous, because it appears that the ball has been given to the running back, and the running back has it in his arms. But then the running back just lets it go, and the ball ends up on the ground. Now here's the crazy part. The running back continues on with the play and doesn't even look back at the fumble. He's pretending like he doesn't know that the ball's on the ground behind him. Meanwhile, Bo stayed far enough back away from the fumble to make sure that the Jaguars could get in there and recover it. That's ridiculous. So here we have the Bills and the Browns. And the Bills are about to cook the Browns, because on this play, Cook takes the handoff. And as you can see, you got this big lineman reaching out, touching him on the shoulder. Way to go, big man. And then these other two Browns players bump into each other and do nothing. So Cook cuts back, and number 33 decides to turn his back on the ball carrier, start running away from him. Dude, what is this guy doing? He literally has his back turned to the ball carrier. It's his job to try and tackle that guy, not run away from him in the opposite direction. But that is what he's doing. Number 9 comes up and makes a terrible arm tackle attempt. Totally whiffs. And at this point, Cook has just one man left to beat, and he easily sneaks by and into the end zone. All right, guys, we're going to take another look at this play, because from this angle, it is seriously comical. You see Cook take the handoff. And then right here, this is where the Browns lineman reaches out and ever so gently touches him on the arm. And then just afterwards, number 43 of the Browns here, as you can see, even more gently, he caresses the leg of Cook as he's running by. And then they bump into each other. And then, of course, number 33, this is where he enters the frame, running away from Cook with his back turned to the ball carrier. Dude, there is just nothing right about this Browns defense at all. So now we take the list to the Windy City, where it appears that the Packers have this game in the bag with 1:59 left to go, and they're up 7 points, and the Bears have to attempt an onside kick. And as you know, onside kicks are rarely recovered by the kicking team, but this is one of those rare circumstances where it happens. This Packers player touches the ball. There's a scrum. There's a pile up. Who's got it? So upon further inspection, we can see that this Packers player is not only wearing one of those ridiculous pillow helmets, but he also is purposely mishandling this ball. He's not recovering the ball on purpose, basically. I mean, look at the way he's clapped his hands together and then lets go of the ball and then sticks it between his legs. Like, what are you doing? And then he purposely doesn't grab hold of it and fall on top of it. And he lets the Bears come over and recover the ball. Yep. Here it is again. Look. Purposely not recovering this ball. That would have been an easy recovery. So this guy ends up giving the ball to the Bears, and the Bears go on and win this game. And here we have the Bucks and the Panthers in an NFC South battle for the division. First place on the line. And Baker Mayfield on this play. Plenty of time in the pocket. Steps up and fires. Right to the Panthers. Dude, could you make it any more obvious that you're throwing picks on purpose? So let's take a better look at this game-losing interception. And this was the worst purposely thrown interception of the week. So when Baker steps up to fire this ball, this player that he's going to throw to isn't even looking at him. Not looking in his direction. He would have no idea that the ball is even coming out right now. But you know who is looking in that direction? The Panthers defender. I mean, could you make it any more blatantly obvious? So here we have the defending Super Bowl champion Eagles putting a beat down on their division rival, the Commanders. And on this play, Barkley takes this handoff, and you'll see that these first two guys hit him back to back. So at this point, it looks like Barkley is going down, and this play is over, right? Wrong. Those two guys failed to bring him down, so a third Commanders guy comes in to help. Now, they should be able to take him down here, right? No. Three guys all miss their tackle opportunity. So a fourth Commanders guy, he grabs him. And at this point, you've got like, I don't know, 6 different Commanders in the area. Are any of these guys going to be able to stop Barkley from getting a touchdown on this play? No, none of them. Barkley drags almost the entire defense into the end zone. And the Eagles whoop the Commanders. Now there is only one play left, and it is the number 1 most rigged and scripted play of the week. And I am not even kidding. I spotted 6 doinks this week. That is more doinks than I have ever seen in my entire life in only 1 week of football. 6 doinks. So to honor and commemorate this historical moment in fake phony football, I'm going to combine all 6 doinks into the number 1 spot. This has never happened before, and honestly, I hope it never happens again. You guys already know what time it is. Hit it.
Well, I tried to tell you so, but I guess you didn't know. They've been messing with field goals, and there's magnets in the poles. You lied to me. All those field goals I thought were so real. You lied to me. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You lied to me. All those field goals I thought were so real. You lied to me. Now I cry. Now I cry, cry, cry. Return of the doink. Return of the doink. Return of the doink. Another ball hits the pole. Return of the doink. Return of the doink. Return of the doink. Another ball hits the pole. Return of the doink. Return of the doink. Return of the doink. Another ball hits the pole. Return of the doink. Return of the doink. Return of the doink. Another ball hits the pole.
And there you have it, folks. That brings our grand total of doinks for the season to 28 doinks. And I might even be missing a doink or two. They may as well go ahead and change the name of the league to the National Doink Ball League. And if you are still watching at this point, please do me a huge favor and doink the thumbs up button. Make sure you are subscribed, and I will see all of you in the next video. Peace.